Hello and welcome to Easy, Free Yoga with Sonya from Russia. And today we're gonna talk about not just talk, we're gonna exercise. We're gonna do one exercise which will help. What will it help? It will help your lower back. Yes. Do you have a lower back? That's an easy question. Yes, you do. Everybody does. It's lower. You have a back. At the end of your back, there's lower back. But it's a serious, it's going to be very easy exercise, but it's based, if you want to know more, it's based on this book by Liz Cox. And the book is called the psoas book. Liz Cox wrote this whole book about the psoas muscle because she believes, and I agree with her, that it is very, very important muscle. It's actually the biggest muscle and the deepest one in our body. And so I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna read you from Liz Cox's book while you look at the picture. So Lisa says that the psoas major, we're just talking about major, just let's concentrate on that. It traverses from the spine, so you could see it starts at the lower vertebrae and then it moves through the pelvic basin. See, it moves right there over the ball and socket hip joint, so it affects that joint too, and then it goes it goes and it attaches to the femur bones because it's on both sides. So you could see this is a very important muscle because it attaches your body to your legs. That is important. And now I'm going to explain to you what happens with everyday life. And my glasses, I forgot the glasses. I think in the Russian video I forgot the book. Okay, there's something I forget. So, you have this muscle, and just one more time, it starts at your lower back, the lower vertebrae. It goes around, inside over the sockets, and then it attaches to the femur bone. And that's very important. It attaches the body to the leg. That's the only muscle which does it. And then it is involved in walking and sitting, in balancing, standing straight. You have to stay straight. This muscle has to be straight. And when you sit down, so when you're standing, it's like this. Like it starts there, but where it goes here, it's straight. When you sit down, the muscle is bending. And so straight, bending. And so when you're sitting, maybe you're driving, maybe you're working, a lot of sitting. And this muscle gets contracted. And then you're like, I'm gonna get up. And you get up and this muscle has to go back to straight. But it got so used to just being in this position that it has hard time being straight. And so it cannot go back to straight. And what happens then? Remember where this muscle started. It started at the lower back. So if it cannot straighten, it starts pulling on your lower back and you're like, oh my gosh. And that's why we're going to do this one very good exercise. But before we do it, let's take 3 deep breaths just to relax even before we relax deeper. So deep inhale and complete exhale. Inhale. Inhale. That was 3 times. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay on the floor. So you sit at first and then you lay down on the floor slowly. And at first you just put your legs straight. And then you'll have to bend them 45 degrees. And my suggestion is to do it like this. If it's too close, your muscle will still be cramped. So you truly have to, and it's not straight either. It has to be 45 degrees. So it's like an angle like this. So if it's straight like this, and then you like, ta-da, and that's a 45 degrees. You could take a picture of yourself just to make sure you're doing it right. And it's not a rocket science, but it's good to be precise. Because you would have to lay in this asana for about 15 minutes minimum. And you would say, why 15 minutes? And I'll tell you why. And the main reason is that you sit for hours. So you have to lay at least for 15 minutes. You could lay longer. You could like watch TV, like, okay, I'm watching TV, maybe like reading a book. And I'm gonna lay with you, not for 15 minutes, but for a little bit. And while we're laying down, we're gonna read a book. The same book. I mean, it's a whole book about psoas muscle. And it has a very interesting information. I cannot read you the whole book, but I found this chapter very interesting because it talks about Western culture, that it focuses so intensely and spends so much time and money on abdominal muscles, strengthening and isolated. Everybody wants to have strong abdominal muscles. That's lovely. Yet, abdominal muscles, they balance your psoas muscle. They have to be balanced. If you're strong here but weak there, this isn't balanced. And we always are looking for a balance. So if you sit all day, and that's what this book is saying, I'll just tell it to you. If you sit all day and then you go to a gym and your instructor there tells you to do sit-ups, like do it, sit, stand, sit. It's like what this book says is, it's not just me, I read it from here. Exercises such as sit-ups and push-ups can not only exhaust the psoas, but also can provoke additional tension along an already strained and constricted core. So, as you could see, I'm going to put the book here. As you could see, sometimes push-ups and sit-ups are not what we need. We really need to relax. And this exercise, just laying like this, breathing deeply, it releases this muscle. It finally relaxes. And it does take a little bit of time, but you don't want to listen to me for 15 minutes. I talk so much, we know that. So we're just gonna exit from it. But when you do it on your own, and really, like, you watch it once and then you know how to do it. So when you're done, you just lay on your side and then you bring yourself up with your hands, so it's very safe and good. And then you get up slowly. Why slowly? Why not? And you get the glasses so I could see you and me. And then you kind of check with yourself, how do you feel? And I really hope you feel better and your lower back says, thank you. Thank you to the Sonia. Oh, Aunt Sonia. Sonia from Russia. Thank you. Good luck with your lower back. Exercise, at least, like, it's good to do it every day. Because if you do it once while you're sitting every day, so every day, if you can, it's 15 minutes, and your lower back will thank you.